Hey, good people, what's going on? Welcome to Russ Can't Fly. This is gonna be fun! So before I get to the fun part, this is gonna be great. I want to give some subscriber shout outs. Really, you guys make the difference, you really do. And so I take no subscriber for granted at all. So want to give some subscriber shout outs to Mo Al-Shaban, Hector Solanes, Michael in the Sky. Okay, so let me do that again. Mo Al-Shaban, Hector Solanes, and Michael in the Sky. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to me. It does. The support has been magnificent, and you know, I take none of it for granted. Okay, so as you can see, I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm actually on the tarmac, and I feel perfectly comfortable being out here because this is my home field and nobody's gonna worry about what is Russ doing, because they all know I'm crazy. But more importantly, I am on the field because I am doing my first YouTube pilot collaboration. I can't believe it. I thought it'd be years before I'd be able to do this, but no, I get to do one already. So there is another student pilot who has become a licensed pilot just like me. His name is Chris, or Student Pilot Bartram. Here's his YouTube. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. But we have been corresponding back together, you know, back and forth on Instagram and whatnot. And you know, he would always ask me questions, I'd ask him questions. He actually was the first one to do his check ride and get his license. So I consider him my pilot big brother. But believe it or not, he reached out to me this morning and basically said, hey Russ, would you like to go fly? I'll come out and pick you up. What? Are you kidding me? Heck yeah. So he's about to come in from Allentown. I've been listening to the radios in the FBO. So he should be coming pretty soon. So as soon as he gets here, we're loading the plane. And what we're gonna do is, I suggested that we just fly over to Doylestown. Nice quick plane, plane ride. And it'll be good practice for him because that runway is pretty narrow. And so it'll be great because, you know, we'll get to collaborate. He'll probably ask me to fly. He's gonna be flying a Piper. I believe it's a Piper Cherokee. I haven't flown a low wing since my Discovery flight, so what I'm going to suggest is that he do all the flying and I basically do his radio calls for him. But I'm so excited, I get to collaborate already. This is going to be great. So at any rate, I'm going to wait for him to show up and we'll get on in the plane and we'll make this happen. All right, let's go. Clan Pop. Wings traffic, Piper 32177, departing runway 24 out to the northeast, wings. So making that call in this Piper was just kind of crazy because I've never called out a Piper before. So, but I was excited.
Okay.
All right.
Much better. Wow. Newbie mistake. Okay, center lined up, 3 greens on the brakes, 2000. On the brakes, 3 green, off the brakes. Wings traffic system on. Much better.
So what was kind of strange is, you know, you see me take my camera off the front windshield, so I'm not used to flying in this plane, and the window angles are different, and I didn't want to interfere with Chris's camera, so I was kind of improvising as I went along. But the other thing that was kind of strange is just flying and with somebody else, you know, in the left seat and doing radio calls. So definitely such a different experience, but so cool. So you're gonna hear about Chris because that's the important thing about collabos. I want you guys to meet some of these cool people.
I do my checks, and as I was doing it here, because I'm used to 1400, I was like, that's not correct, but it's 1300 here.
Right.
How far out does that apply, the noise abatement? Because we can turn now, but because we're underneath the platform.
Yeah, I think you're good. Wings traffic, Piper 32177, right turn out to the northeast, last call, wings. So I know we're in the beginning of this flight, but you know, I was really impressed with Chris's flight abilities. Both of us are low-time pilots, but he handled this flight quite nicely and asked all the right questions. So hats off, Chris!
And you said the shelf here is 3,500, correct?
Yeah, 3.5 for the shelf. So I usually climb up to about 3,000.
Yeah.
We might not have time, so maybe we just do 2,500 or whatever.
Okay.
And so this is a little different, people. Russ can't fly, but Chris can fly too. So this is all about, you know, doing my first flight with a fellow pilot. So Pilot Bartram, and I'm going to share his YouTube channel as well. But this is the great thing about aviation. You know, you get to meet people, and we've got our licenses pretty much at the same time. And so we're flying. And he's a low-wing guy. We're in a Piper Cherokee 140. And
a whale plane.
Yes, a real plane, as he says. But yeah, so I'm going to let him get himself to his cruising altitude. We're probably going to take about 2,500. And we're going to get him set. Then I'm going to ask him some questions because I'm always curious as to people, how people find their path, you know, to this aviation thing. But what's cool is in our present heading, you'll be able to just do like a nice little left downwind from runway 23.
Okay. I'll let you land if you want.
No, that's okay. Landing rate seat in a plane that I have not flown since, I'm perfectly fine to let you do all the flying. It's just great to meet you and be able to go up. I got your radios and I got another eyes on.
Okay. Well, maybe in the cruising and let you take it.
Yeah.
So you can put something in your logbook.
So tell me, Chris, so how did this aviation thing happen?
It's something that I always wanted to do. I came to the US in 2007.
Okay. Where are you from?
England originally.
England, jolly old.
And so that's kind of the reason why I like low wings, because I'm a Spitfire guy.
Okay.
And everyone told me that I wasn't going to ever come to America. Here I am.
Yeah.
Everyone says I wasn't going to be a pilot or be able to fly. Here I am.
Right.
So it's just like, all people say, no, you can't do it. Luke drives me to get it through.
Right.
And I mean, money was a problem, so I found a way around doing that by going to the community college.
Okay.
And getting the student loans. And then I was able to do it.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, what's in your future? Like, you know, you want to go commercial, instrument, CFI, like?
I'm in the 141 program for professional.
Okay.
So my ultimate goal is to go for the regional airlines.
Okay.
But my more immediate is to get the IFR so I can do angel flights, which is a charity flight.
Oh, yeah.
My mother always used to drive people for their appointments or elderly to do shopping. And I want to do that in aviation.
Okay.
My mum passed away in 2007 and I always carry her with me.
Oh, wow.
I have the medical bracelet.
Okay.
So that she had when she gave birth to me. So
wow.
She's always fine.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that's kind of why I want to do it.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
So if you heard, that was such an incredible story. And that's the one thing I've noticed about people in aviation. They're such incredible people with such great stories. I can't wait to meet more aviation peeps. I'm learning more and more each day that these people are literally the salt of the earth. Incredible.
So when are you going to do your IFR?
So I'm probably going to, I'm going to fly a little bit like you're doing, you know, just kind of bang around, poke some holes in the sky. I'm actually got my eye on this 152 just to, you know, build some time.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to be flying locally, so.
That's good.
And you'll actually probably see it on the ramp when we land at Doylestown.
It is, it's interesting because the instructor said that the hard part is behind us. The hardest part of aviation is flying.
Right.
Once you've done that, everything else just builds onto that.
Right.
I've only had 2 weeks of IFR training. It's lots of fun.
Right.
So you heard Chris ask me about my IFR. So IFR stands for Instrument Flight Rules. If you become an IFR rated pilot, you can then fly into what they call instrument meteorological conditions, clouds, rain, that kind of thing. So IFR really opens up, being able to fly in other types of conditions versus VFR, which is just visual flight rules. So not in a hurry to get my instrument flight rules rating, but it's definitely something that I'm interested in doing at some point in the very near future. Stay tuned.
Doylestown traffic, Piper 32177. We're about 6 miles south of the field, inbound for runway 23, Doylestown.
That Doylestown straight ahead?
Yep, you got field in sight. Okay.
Yeah, that flight you did with your instructor to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
New York City. That one made me jealous.
Oh, I was just like, my heart was pumping, but he let me fly the whole Hudson run.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of communications that I did not understand, so.
That is something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, I played a lot, and I was like, I'm going to do this for real one day. And then you go and do it. I was like, you bastard.
Beat you to it,
Yeah. No, but this is, going to Bing for this purpose was another thing that I did not explain a lot, but
yeah.
It's a lot of different.
Right. Doylestown traffic, Piper 32177, 3 miles south of the field. We're going to be entering the downwind for runway 23, Doylestown.
So did you want to do a touch and go, or do you want to taxi back? Or?
So you got to taxi back because they don't let you do touch and goes here.
Good to know.
Yep.
This is actually good practice for me because I'm not used to pilot controlled airfields.
Right. Doylestown traffic, Piper 32177, left downwind for runway 23, Doylestown. Doylestown traffic, Piper 32177, left base for runway 23, Doylestown. Keep wanting to say Cessna. Cessna.
Don't mind, more you fly in a real plane, the better you get.
Doylestown traffic, Piper 32177, turning final for runway 23, Doylestown.
Well, this is nice and narrow.
Yeah, and they have a PAPI, but it's really hard to see.
So since Chris was now on final, I wanted him to have a stereo cockpit so he could focus on his landing. So let's just bring this baby home.
Ride like a brick.
Oh, like butter, baby. Like butter.
A little bit short.
Like butter. That was nice, man.
Cute.
So you can't taxi here. You got to go all the way to the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's closed. They used to, but they closed it off. Oh no, they didn't. That's my fault. That's okay.
Right, and I'm going to switch the fuel tank. This is something that you don't do in the Cessna because you have gravity fuel pumps.
Exactly. Had to do all this stuff.
Switch tanks.
So for all of the viewers there, this is a Piper Cherokee 140, and it's a little different. You know, one of the things you can notice is that it's a low wing as opposed to having the wings up top. And so as you heard Chris say, he had to switch the tanks because tanks aren't gravity fed like they are in the Cessna because they're below. So
yeah,
just fuel pumps.
So did you do anything with your student card, or did you just get rid of it?
I kept it.
Yeah.
You know, when the DPE punched a hole in it, I said, you know, I'll put it on a string or something.
I decided to make it a keychain.
Oh.
Because the key thing is to remember you're always a student.
That's right. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah.
But it is true, though.
Now you know I've been listening to your videos.
That's all we do. We all geek out on this.
Yeah.
Special shout out to Jason Shepard of M0A. He's got an incredible YouTube channel, and a lot of us student pilots have benefited greatly by it.
Okay, I'm going to make this a short field takeoff.
Okay.
2 notches. Okay. Fuel pump on. Hey, whenever you want to make the call.
Okay. All right, you're clear and clear. Doylestown traffic, Piper 32177, departing runway 23 out to the south, Doylestown.
Skymanner traffic, Skylink. Crosswind 25, Skymanner. So is there anywhere that Skylink's turning will not land or go to?
Not land?
Yeah.
There is a grass strip in, I think, like November 9-4. I can't remember the name of the airport, but that I'm not going for a minute. You know, me and grass strips, yeah, we're not ready for that action yet.
Yeah. Okay, on the brakes. 2000. Full power. 1, 2, 3 on the brakes.
So we took off runway 23 from Doylestown on our way back to Wings, and definitely a quick flight, but man, it was so good to meet Chris and fly with him, and he did an excellent job.
Coming alive. 60.
And so I was really impressed with Chris's flying, his takeoffs, his landings. I mean, you know, it was good. And he should feel really good about his flying, and I'm sure by now he's really gotten good.
78. Yeah, 2 mils down here.
So once we got to cruise altitude, we flew back to Wings and landed, and I'm gonna, you know, take us back. But man, Chris, you are such a great guy, and I wish you peace and blessings through the rest of your training, and I hope it goes smoothly. You are one heck of a pilot, sir, and I was definitely impressed with your flying. But more importantly, man, I really dig your energy. You're a great guy, real affable, and I definitely want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come and fly with me. And I'm hoping other pilots will collaborate with a brother. You know, this is the whole point of, you know, my channel is like not only introducing kids to aviation, introducing, you know, women and people of color, but, you know, meeting everybody who's part of this community, and sharing and, you know, being a part of, you know, flying. I tell you, I am just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over this stuff. So if you are inclined, you know, and you're at Wings or Doylestown or KP&E and you want to fly with a brother, hey, I'm more than willing. So let's get us back to Wings, let's land, and let's go ahead and end this video.
So that's my first collaboration flight with
traffic,
Brother Chris,
340 is
Pilot Bartram. Hopefully the last. I'm never flying with this guy again. Mommy, save me! Oh no, but it was great. It was a great flight. It was too quick, but you know, we'll do more. Yeah. You'll see more collaborations between the two of us, but you know, I'm just honored that you know, he saw fit to come and do a collaboration with a brother, so yeah. Thank you for all your videos, because they really help.
So Chris and I thank you for taking this flight with us, and just gonna go ahead and sign off. So Russ Kid, Russ can fly, Chris can fly, signing off. Thank you and good night. Peace.